Hi dear friends, welcome to our online classes. This is yours Allam Sai Krishna. In this session, we have to discuss the chapter about chemical reactions. Maybe we can expect the one or two questions from this chapter in every central examination, otherwise state examinations like APPSC and TSPSC examinations. Yes, in the chemical reactions, first of all, we have to know about the physical changes and chemical changes. And we have to know the main differences in between of the physical changes and chemical changes. Yes, here what is meant by the physical changes, what is meant by the chemical changes. Here towards of the physical changes, any substances physical properties will be changed. Only the physical properties of the substances will be changed. The physical properties are like state, size, color and odor will be changed. Any substances, if it is undergo the physical changes, maybe its state will be changed, size will be changed, color will be changed and odor will be changed. That means only the physical properties of the substances will be changed here. State mean, for example, here the solid substance is nothing but ice is there. It should be turned into the water, into the liquid state, and this liquid substances turns into the gaseous state only. Maybe gas again comes into the liquid, again liquid comes into the solid form only. That means state of the substances will be changed. When it is changing its state, its size also may be changed. Size also will be changed. Maybe sometimes some physical changes are happening time. Maybe color will be the change. What will be changed? Color will be the change. That is an important concept. And sometimes in the physical changes are happen, its odor will be changed. Odor means smell will be the change. Like that we have to try to keep in the mind. As towards of the chemical changes, physical properties of the substances, physical properties of the substances and the chemical properties of the substances. Yes, physical properties and chemical properties both also will change. Both also will change. That we have to keep in the mind. What I told is state, size, color and odor. These are the physical properties only change towards of the physical changes. Physical properties including chemical properties of the substances will be changed towards of the chemical changes. Okay, and here properties of the substance, substance remains same. Yes, when the substance turns into solid to liquid, the solid substances properties and liquid substances properties both also will same. That means properties of the substances remain same. Here properties of the substances will change. Properties of the substances will be changed. Suppose here you have to see, just example you have to take carbon, oxygen. As these two are undergoing chemical reaction and form carbon dioxide. Each properties are varies from each other. These reactants are combined and form the product. The product properties and reactant properties both also varies from each other. The reaction is happened here, properties are completely changing. But towards of the physical changes, ice turns into water, water turns into water vapor. These three properties will be remain same. But here what happened? Properties are changed. That's why this we have to consider as a chemical change. This we have to consider as a physical change. Here third one, composition of substance will not be changed. will not be changed. Composition of the substance will not be changed, but towards of the chemical change, composition will be changed. Composition will be changed. Let us see. Here ice turns into water. Ice turns into water, and water turns into water vapor. Yes, here the composition is H2O. Here composition is H2O. Here also composition is H2O. 3 also same. Solid to liquid, liquid to gas, but the composition is H2O, H2O, H2O. Composition, there is no chance to change towards of the physical changes. But here one reaction is happened, carbon plus oxygen, and it form carbon dioxide. Composition is completely changed. Like that, you have to see the one chemical reaction by the crackers. When it is burned the crackers, it should be formed another products. That's mean here a compulsory composition is changing. Yes, like this composition is changing, that kind of the reactions we have to known as a chemical changes. Which changes? Chemical changes. It is a temporary change. Temporary change. It is permanent change. Permanent change. Physical changes are temporary change, chemical changes are permanent change. As you have to see here, ice turns into water. Again, water easily turns into the ice. Water turns into the water vapor. Again, water vapor turns into the water. It is so easy. That's why it is only the temporary change. Suppose you are roaming it outside as a continuously for 10 days. As due to the sunlight, your face color will be the change. It is only the temporary change. You have to sit in your house for the few days without going it outside. Again, your face color will be come back. That's mean it is which kind of the change? Temporary change only. Yes, but when there is happened the chemical reaction in crackheads, it is only the permanent change. We will not make again into the crackers after formation of the products. It is the which change, permanent change only. You have to boil the egg. You have to boil the egg. The boiled egg is in a permanent change. Milk turns into the curd, it is only the permanent change only. Permanent change only. Can we again convert the curd into the milk? No way. It is only the permanent change. That's why these chemical changes are permanent changes. Physical changes are temporary changes only. Is here we have to keep in the mind one more most important point. Heat energy and light energy. Heat energy and light energy. Heat energy and light energy. Light energy may or may not absorbed or given out. Absorbed or given out. Towards of the physical changes, light energy, otherwise heat energy, may be absorbed by the substances, may be released by the substances, may not be, may be absorbed, otherwise given out. Towards of the physical changes. Towards of the chemical changes, compulsory. Heat energy and light energy may be absorbed, may be released out. That's mean given out. Is towards of this side, heat or light energy. Heat or light energy is may be absorbed or released. Yes, here compulsory what I am telling, may be absorbed, otherwise released. Here may or may not be absorbed or released towards of the physical changes. Towards of the physical changes. Next one, most important, no new product. No new product. New product will not be formed towards of the physical changes. But here compulsory new product will be formed. New product will form. Is towards of the physical changes, no new product. Let us see. Ice turns into Ice turns into water, but no new product. Water turns into water vapor, no new product. Water vapor turns into water, no new product. Apply some force on the sponge duster. Its size will be changed, shape will be changed, but no new product. No new product. Yes. Towards of the chemical changes, milk turns into the curd, new products are formed. As crackers are burned, new product is formed. As calcium oxide reacting with carbon dioxide. Calcium oxide is reacting with carbon dioxide and formed calcium carbonate. Yes, it is also one of the new product. New product is formed towards of the chemical changes. Towards of the chemical changes. Yes, here these physical changes are reversible reaction. Reversible reaction. Reversible reactions. Yes, it will be come back. React into product again into reactants. That's why we have to call these reactions are reversible reactions. Here some reactions are reversible. Some reactions are reversible and some reactions are irreversible. Some reactions are reversible, some reactions are irreversible. Towards of the chemical changes. These always reversible reactions. These always some reactions are reversible, some reactions are irreversible reaction. That we have to try to keep in the mind. Yes. Example for the chemical changes. Ice turns into water. I told ice to water. Water to water vapor. Water to water vapor. Is crush the can, plastic can, crush the plastic can, crush the plastic can. Is these are the best example for the physical changes. Example for the chemical changes, as I told you people, now only carbon with oxygen, carbon dioxide. Yes, here calcium oxide with carbon dioxide form calcium carbonate. Yes, these are the chemical changes. Example for the chemical changes. Otherwise, milk turns into curd. As boiled egg. These all are the example for the chemical changes. We have to try to keep in the mind most important points are available here in between the differences of the physical changes and chemical changes. Then we have to discuss about the types of chemical reactions. Types of chemical reactions. Okay. Yes. Next concept is what? Types of chemical reaction. Yes. For the examination purpose, majorly 4 types of the chemical reactions about we have to discuss here. How many types of the chemical reactions about we have to discuss here? 4 types of chemical reactions about we are discuss here. First one, chemical combination. Chemical combination. Second one, chemical decomposition. Chemical decomposition. Third one, chemical displacement. Chemical displacement. Fourth one, chemical double displacement. Yes, majorly 4 types of the reactions are available here. Chemical combination, chemical decomposition, chemical displacement and chemical double displacement. Here we have to clearly discuss about these various types of the chemical reactions are there. First one is chemical combination. Chemical combination. First one. Chemical combination. Yes. What is meant by the chemical combination? Here, 2 or more reactants. More reactants combine and form one or more products. more products is known as chemical combination. Yes, what I am explaining here, how I am defining here, two or more reactants are combined and form one or more products. Here best example you have to see, example 1, carbon with oxygen and form carbon dioxide. Here carbon and oxygens are, we have to consider as a reactants. Towards of the left side, that we have to consider as a reactant. Towards of the right side of the reaction, that we have to consider as a product. Yes, this is one of the chemical reaction. In the chemical reaction, left side things we have to consider as a reactants, and right side things we have to consider as a products. How many reactants are available here? 2 reactants are available, carbon and oxygen. 2 reactants are available. These 2 reactants are combined and form how many products? Or 1 product each formed. How many products each formed? 1 product each formed. This kind of the reactions we have to know as a chemical combination. This type of the reaction we have to know as a which reaction? Chemical combination. Yes, here in this reaction, again we have to represent the plus Q. Sir, what is meant by the plus Q? What about it's giving information? Therefore, here you have to keep in the mind plus Q indicates releasing heat energy. It means in this chemical reaction, heat energy is releasing. When the carbon and oxygen both also combining time, what is evolving? What is releasing? Heat energy is releasing. That's why we are representing with plus Q. If you get in the examination plus Q, mean it is indicating releasing energy. That's mean in this chemical reaction, what is released? In this chemical reaction, heat energy is released. This type of the reactions we have to know as a exothermic reactions. This type of the reactions we have known as a exothermic reactions. Yes, maybe in the examination there is a chance to ask you people from the given below which reaction is an exothermic reaction. Simply various of the reactions they can give with these symbols. If it is there plus Q, you have to finalize that is only that exothermic reaction. Otherwise, if we wanted to make the question as a difficult mean, we have to find which reaction is exothermic, which reaction is endothermic. That means we have to know the knowledge of the subject. As carbon with oxygen, carbon dioxide, it is releasing the heat energy in the reaction. Each we have to consider as the exothermic reaction. Yes. Again, one of the reaction we have to see here, example 2, calcium oxide with the water molecule. As that means simply you have to take the one beaker you have to take. In the beaker you have to pour the some amount of the water H2O. To this some amount of the calcium oxide you have to add. To this you have to add the calcium oxide. You have to try to keep this beaker aside for the few minutes. After the few minutes you have to touch the beaker with your hand. How will you feel? You feel as a warm. Why did you feel as a warm? Mean when this calcium oxide is combining with this water, it should be releasing the some amount of heat energy. That's why when you touch this beaker, you will feel as a warm. It mean in this chemical reaction also it's released some of the heat energy. This reaction also we have to consider as a exothermic reaction. Which reaction? Exothermic reaction. Here calcium oxide and water both also combine and form calcium hydroxide and plus Q. Here how many reactants are available? 2 reactants are available. How many products are formed? 1 product only formed. 2 reactants are combined and form 1 product. This reaction we have to know as a chemical combination, and it is in a exothermic reaction. And it is an exothermic reaction. Like that you have to try to keep in the mind. Yes, here one more example we have to try to keep in the mind is N2 plus O2. N2 plus O2 is nitrogen with oxygen, nitric oxide, it should be formed NO, and we have to represent with minus Q here. How many reactants are here? 2 reactants are here. How many products are there? 1 product only is available. It is the best example for the chemical combination. But here it is showing the minus Q. What is meant by minus Q? This reaction is need to gain heat energy. We have to give the heat energy to these reactants. When we give the heat energy to these reactants only, it should be turned into the product. It should be turned into the product. This type of the reactions we have to known as here gain heat energy. As this type of the reactions are known as a endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction. The reaction which they need to gain heat energy, that type of reactions are endothermic reaction. The reaction which release heat energy, that is exothermic reaction. If they take heat energy, endothermic reaction. If they release heat energy, exothermic reaction. Is that we have to try to keep in the mind. Most important. Here one more reaction, most popular reaction is photosynthesis reaction. 6CO2 plus 12H2O is gives rise as C6H12O6 plus 6O2 plus 6H2O. As on this reaction arrow mark, we should keep the H nu and we should keep the chlorophyll. Yes, here H nu means sunlight. H nu means sunlight. For this reaction, it requires the sunlight. Without that sunlight, this reaction will not be occur here. Yes, therefore, you have to try to keep in the mind H nu indicates sunlight. Sunlight. Here the chlorophyll work has a catalyst. Chlorophyll work has a catalyst. Catalyst means does not participate in the chemical reaction but increasing the rate of reaction. Yes, will it directly participate in the chemical reaction? No, it will not participate in the chemical reaction as a directly, but it is increasing the rate of reaction. Increasing the rate of reaction. Its work has a catalyst is here. Yes, you have to see here how many reactants are available. The 2 reactants are available. And how many products are formed here? 3 products are formed here. I already told you in the definition. 2 or more reactants are combined and form 1 or more products, I told. Here the 2 reactants are combined and form more than 1 product. More than 1 product. That's why I give the definition in that way. It is also best example for the chemical combination reaction. Here the 3 products are there. Which is the major product? Yes, which is the major product? How can we identify which is major product, which is minor product? Yes, according to the percentage. If the percentage is high, that is in a major product. If the percentage is less, that is in a minor product. Otherwise, this chemical reaction we are doing for especially for glucose only. Just you have to thought. We are doing this chemical reaction for especially for glucose only. This will become as a major product. As remaining we don't know. We don't need for this. As these are not required for us. These products we have to consider as a minor product. What you require, that is only major product. Remaining things are we have to consider as a byproduct. Which products? Byproducts. According to the percentage we have to explain. Otherwise we require especially as the product we consider as a major product. Remaining 2 we have to consider as a minor products. Otherwise byproducts. That we have to try to keep in the mind. These are the various of the examples we discuss about the chemical combination.